struggles continue as Borussia Dortmund take this one. Just having a look at some of the match statistics there, Shaka, but how great was this game?
It really was. And the old cliche was a game of two halves, especially from a Borussia Dortmund perspective. Bayern started really well. The likes of Frank Ribery involved from the start, giving Lucas Piszczek an absolute roasting in the first half hour of this game. That you saw Bayern Munich pressing higher, playing at a higher tempo than Borussia Dortmund, which is not something we've been able to say an awful lot for quite some time. Dortmund struggled to really find their rhythm, and then when they did and were able to get around the other side of Bayern Munich, amazingly, Royce was very wasteful, far more so than you'd expect from him. And then all of a sudden the second half starts, they get that penalty, as I said during the highlight, I thought was the correct call to award the penalty. And then you saw Dortmund at their best. Rather than looking for the sideways pass first and trying to figure out Bayern in that way, they started to get those flicks, as you saw with the winning goal, moving the ball forward, putting Bayern Munich under pressure, and then an aging Bayern Munich squad just couldn't keep up with Borussia Dortmund. As we said about Borussia Dortmund, pretty much from the opening whistle of this season, their youth, the tempo they play with, it's hard to live with for 90 minutes, even if you're Bayern Munich.
Well, it's hard for Bayern to live with them for 90 minutes, but what about the entire season now? As you just said, an aging squad. Now, Bayern Munich are 7 points behind Dortmund, who top the Bundesliga at this moment. So how worried should their fans be now?
I think very, at this point. Now, a lot can change. 7 points is a rescuable lead for Bayern Munich, especially the players that they're able to call on, the resources that they may turn to come January. Who their coach may be in December or January.
Calling time already on Kovac?
Well, I think we'd have to see. I think it's something that the board will be looking at and thinking about seriously, especially when it comes to the Champions League. As I said, 7 points is retrievable. But if Bayern continue to falter and continue to show these deficiencies, and you feel that they may spill over in the Champions League, yes, I think the Bayern Munich board certainly can pull the plug on Kovac if they feel that need. On the other side of the coin, as much as we talk about Bayern and their experience, and they know and can retrieve a 7-point deficit, the question for Borussia Dortmund is, does this squad have the experience to lead from the front? It's easier to chase than it is to lead. Similarly, given their high-tempo style, can they continue in this vein through an entire season, through the cup competitions and the domestic competitions and through the Champions League? Right now, it's a good problem to have. Right now, if I'm backing somebody to win this league, I'm backing Dortmund.